Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 30th of August 2023. So, a bit of a different one for you today. I thought I'd do one of these kind of walk along as I talk videos. Don't think I've ever done one of these before, or maybe I did one or two in the early days, I can't remember. But here's one for you now. I'm going to pick up Lorraine's car from the service and MOT place that it's had today, hoping it's not too expensive for me. But luckily I can do about 2/3 of the walk down this lovely sort of bridle path here, so going to just enjoy a bit of nature as I walk along here. But anyway, I was reading some of the comments that I get under my videos, and I saw a very interesting one from a lady who works for Birmingham City Council, and apparently what they're doing is bringing in some kind of digital ID, work ID for their workers, and she and 5 of her fellow workers there in various different departments and work locations are refusing to have it. And instead of the council respecting their wishes, as they would if, frankly, they were any other kind of minority group, they're being vilified. Apparently they've all been put on what she calls special suspension, and they are basically being treated in a disgraceful way by the council. The unions aren't any help because, as she says, they're just as corrupt. And yeah, she's and her fellow workers are suffering from this persecution, this vilification. And it's funny, isn't it? All of these people, they love to do their virtue signalling, don't they, normally, these council bosses and company bosses. Oh, look how kind of liberal and respectful of people we are, people's rights that we are. And yeah, they do that if they're dealing with a minority that kind of fits in with the narrative. But if they're dealing with a minority, well, not even a minority really, I don't think, to be honest with you, but just a group of people who don't fit the narrative, I think the only reason why they're in the minority is they're the only ones who are daring to speak out and who sort of aren't afraid to tell the council what's what. So I replied that I'd give her a mention and her cause a mention. Like I say, the unions don't want to know, GB News don't want to know, apparently haven't been back in touch with her. What I'd say is 2 resources if the lady's watching and your colleagues are watching. One thing you could try is Workers of England Union. Just Google them and they'll soon come up, and they help in these sort of situations. You might get some joy there. And as far as getting word out about your sort of cause and your plight is concerned, maybe UK Column News, again, just Google them and go to their contact page and send them a message. They love stories like that, and you've got quite a good chance, I'd say, that they'll report on it for you. So that'd be my 2 suggestions. But hopefully the lady, I did ask her to send in more details, and hopefully if no one else does it, I can report on it in more detail as and when she sends me those in. So but my support is with this lady and her colleagues. Disgraceful how she's been treated. Talking of comments, thank you very much for all of the lovely comments under yesterday's video when I was talking about my reaching the 10k mark on the subscribers. Very, very supportive, much appreciated, and thank you very much for that. But kind of as I was inferring in yesterday's video, it wouldn't have been possible without you guys. you know, you've been very supportive, and if I hadn't have received the amount of support I've got from you guys, I'd have probably given up with this long ago. So yeah, give yourselves a pat on the back as well as doing it with me. Right, so a video recommendation for you, a couple of video recommendations. First of all, the John O'Leary interview that I did the other day, and which is getting massive amounts of views. Absolutely fantastic to see, because John's message is very important to look at. It seems like people are sharing it left, right and centre, and because of that, a few people are getting problems. Of course, I've got the kind of short trailer on this platform, but the main interview is on another platform, Rumble, which apparently some people have been having problems with. I think Rumble's actually banned in France and possibly some other places as well. So what I've done is I put the full interview onto my Odyssey as well, and that is on the website, my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the sort of description box below, and you'll see two big red buttons there. The top one takes you to Rumble, the bottom one to Odyssey. So if you have problems with one, just try the other one. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do check those out, and I'll also put the trailer in the description box below here as well, for you to check out, just in case you haven't seen any of it yet. And last thing I want to talk about is, well, a couple of people have been put onto the naughty step recently by this platform. Been informed that Richard Phobes, you know, if you watch him, apparently he's currently on the naughty step, and Nigel Watson was on the naughty step until yesterday or the day before yesterday, but he's back now, and he made a very interesting video. Again, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. There's going to be a few links, to be honest with you, there today, but he was making the very interesting point that none of us can survive without plants, and plants survive by photosynthesis. And what does photosynthesis need to work? It needs a good supply of CO2 and a good supply of sunshine. And what is it that the powers that shouldn't be seem to be so keen on reducing at the moment? Well, you don't need me to tell you about the first one, CO2. We all know the score there. But the second one, sunlight. Of course, many people know about the mad plans some of these more crazy powers that shouldn't be people have got, where they actually want to put measures in place to block out the sunlight, believe it or not, to supposedly combat global warming. So that's also going to stop sunlight getting through to plants for their photosynthesis. So when you sort of add those kind of things up, you really do have to ask yourself what is the real agenda here. Anyway, Nigel explains it way better than I can here, and so do check out his video, give him a good welcome back off of the naughty step, and yeah, I'll let you go and check out those various things, and yeah, be back soon. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see a little bit of this nice bridle way. So there you go, it's very long and straight because this is an old disused railway line, and the sun's sparkling or shining through the trees, leaving that lovely dappled sunlight effect, and that's going back the other way. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there now, enjoy the rest of my walk. Hopefully I won't get too much of a shock with the service bill on the car when I get up the top here. And talk to you soon. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.